Trying a new setup today, but if you were to walk by my house, it looks like I'm just filming you out the window. So really hoping nobody walks by. We're gonna do this quick. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I today am doing something a little bit different, and I'm not gonna give you a fashion video, although I mean, if you consider old hockey jerseys fashion, well then, this is a fashion video. What I'm gonna do today is tackle a project that I've wanted to do for a long time, but just never got around to it, despite just being in the house all day and having nothing but time. I'm going to be taking all of my random clothing that I have in scattered closets around my house and creating one beautiful, studio-esque, video-ready closet in my guest room. I'm talking shoe racks, I'm talking baskets, maybe. I'm talking all the clothes I use for these type of videos in one place, easy to find, easy to roll out. I really like these types of closet clear out videos, the kind where people just kind of show you all the junk they have lying around. I like seeing people take a mess and turn it into something either very clean or slightly less messy, and I think we'll probably go the slightly less messy route for this project. I didn't want to spend any money on any kind of closet organizational tools except for some shoe racks. So this will not be a super pretty reveal, but I do think it will be more organized, more functional for my purposes, because right now I really draw clothes for these videos from 3 different closets in 3 different rooms in my house, and it's just not efficient. We are going to clean that up, and hopefully for those of you who like these sort of slice of life organizing videos, this will be somewhat interesting to you. And if you don't like those videos, just watch this one anyway, because I mean, if you want to see me get mad at a shoe rack, this could be for you. To build the shoe racks, I turned on This Might Get Weird, which is my favorite podcast, because I knew I would probably get a little grumpy through the process because the shoe racks came in a lot of pieces. I essentially chose these shoe racks because I knew that I wanted them to roll. I didn't want to go with a static shoe rack design, plus it couldn't really hold all my shoes anyway. So these are the types of 3-tiered carts that sometimes people use for art supplies or makeup. Some people use them as a mobile bar or a mini bar. I just thought they would be great for my purposes because I needed something I could roll, and they could do it and look pretty at the same time. I didn't film most of the building of these because I did predictably get very grumpy, and they ended up a little bit rickety, but it was fun to immediately start dancing with them anyway because they were done. Next up, I had to organize all of my shoes, but at the same time avoid my studio lights that kept falling on my head. I took all these shoes out of the box and tried to organize them by type. And by type, I really just thought, well, I'll have my sort of sneaker style shoes and keds, I'll have my sandals and wedges, and my heels. And I tried to organize the carts according to that. And although they had to be overlapped a little bit, I think it actually turned out pretty well. These definitely aren't all of my shoes, but they tend to be the shoes I wear most and style most for videos, so I was just happy that they all fit into the 2 racks I ordered. If this is the closet, I want to have my shoe racks accessible basically all the time because I need them for videos always. So they need to be able to be rolled in and out very easily. Now, this top portion, I think I can fit some boxes that I already have up here and maybe some storage for hats. And if this is the pole, what's it called? The pole? Hanger rack? You know, here, then I figured I can get things like short cropped jackets hung up here over the shoe rack so that it doesn't hang down too far and obscure the racks for me to pull them out when I need them. So I have crop jackets, and maybe I could put skirts on top of here too, just if I need them. And there'll be this section already free in the closet. So I think what I'll do is, if I need to, I can put a basket or a box of shoes down at the bottom. And then this is where my longer jackets and dresses can all go. So I think, oh my God, is that a dress? Oh, that's so embarrassing. Basically, these can all go here, and then essentially what we've got is a more functional video closet where all of my clothes are accessible, but I still have storage up top for the things that I don't actually use that often. So sort of nostalgic sweaters and that sort of thing. So I'm thinking this general flow is how it's going to be. I think that'll work. So the closet that will become my video styling closet is the one in the guest bedroom, and this one we really just used as a bit of a dumping ground for anything we didn't have space for anywhere else. It has random clothes I need to donate. It has a giant weighted blanket I forgot I had, which was very heavy, and basically anything else. A bunch of old hangers, a bunch of random stuff that just really shouldn't be in there. So I took a little bit of time and finally got it all out, got it all clear and ready to be refilled. So I think part of the issue with this closet is that I just don't actually know what I have. Like, I just found all of my Christmas sweaters and pajamas that I couldn't find this year because I was looking in the other closet in the office. So I don't know, this stuff I'm definitely, the problem is I'm not going to pare it down because these are sweaters and sort of old sentimental t-shirts that I'm probably going to keep, but I need to find a way to make them more accessible because having them all sort of like dumped in this bin isn't very helpful. So I don't really know what I'm going to do yet because I'm not deliberately not buying any extra storage things. I just need to figure out how to make everything I currently have work better for me. So it may not be prettier, but I think I'm just gonna go through this bin, add some of the stuff from the other pile that I pulled out of this closet, and then make sure that this bin is accessible when I need things like sweaters and old hoodies and stuff, because yeah, I don't really want to throw it away. I know that sort of makes me sentimental, but because I have this channel, I need a lot of this stuff even though I'm not going to wear it every day. So I just have to make it more functional. Just don't know how I'm going to do that yet. So typical me, I immediately abandoned that idea and just tried to fold a couple of things on the top so that I could squish even more clothes into that bin. So, I mean, it's kind of reorganization, I guess, if you want to call it that. I also tried to put that enormous bin of clothes up on the top of the closet shelf, and it was so heavy I literally couldn't lift it, so Mr. Tech Wardrobe had to get that for me later. The next step was to get all of the current clothing that I had in the den closet out of that closet, and I was lucky that I found a bin of old nostalgic stuff. So I found my first year hockey jersey from when I was 10 years old. I also found the holy grail of my very first One Direction concert, aka the first time they ever came to North America, and my second One Direction concert t-shirt that we made ourselves. When we moved, not this past November, but the November before, because, you know, quarantine time, we had all these cardboard moving boxes, and I've just sort of let stuff stay in the boxes, to be honest, because we didn't have any extra bins and stuff lying around. So I want to organize this a bit better now, and I think I have an old laundry hamper basket, and I have one of these sort of Tupperware containers, and I have a bunch of backpacks and bags in that other closet that I think I'm going to put in this one, because since it has handles, it's not super accessible or easy to take things out of it all the time. So I think what I'll do is maybe put the backpacks and bags in this one, put it on the ground in here, and then take the stuff that I usually draw out of this and put it in here, because they're roughly the same size. It's not gonna look great, but this was never gonna look great. It was just gonna be more functional and organized, so we'll just see how it goes. I was also happy that I finally found an actual place for all of my summer hats, but at that point in the day I was getting pretty grumpy, and I really was just ready for this closet reorg to be over. Last thing to do was to take all the dresses and all the coats from the den closet and move them into the guest room closet. And after that, there was really nothing left to do except stand back and admire the slightly more organized mess. And I know you're all wondering, did the shoe racks actually roll out with all that stuff in there? Yes, they did. So there we have it. This is the story of turning one ugly guest room closet into a slightly less ugly guest room closet that I can use for my videos instead of making a mess of my entire second floor of my house. I commend you for getting to the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed that little glimpse into my chaotic clothing life. I will be back next week with an outfit challenge video featuring a guest star, which I'm very excited about, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe. Why can't I ever just say, please subscribe if you like it? Subscribe if you like it. If you didn't, subscribe anyway, because next week might be different. Bye! Sorry.
She looks pissed.
I booted Lucy out of her seat by the window for this intro and outro, so hope you appreciate it.